Hey everybody, I wanted to make sure that I did my live stream today. I know usually I do them in the mornings, but it seems like this week it's just not working out that way. I've been wanting to follow my intuition, and my intuition has said to wait a little bit and let myself really listen to spirit and listen to what needed to be said tonight. And I like to do that instead of putting myself in a box all the time about when I should do things or how I should do them. The more in alignment we get, the more intuitive we get, and the smarter we get, and things start to just they make more sense. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that tonight. I remember when I was a teenager and I had this heartbreak, and I remember just sitting on my bed feeling like there were, a million pounds of bricks on my shoulders, so heavy, like I couldn't move, like molasses, and thinking, is everything even going to turn out all right in my life? Is everything going to be okay? I just want to know if the ending's going to be okay. I just want to make sure that I'm going to be okay. And for the longest time, most of my life, I felt like I didn't know. I didn't know if I was going to be okay. Everything felt like a struggle, like I was always behind the eight ball, like I just couldn't get ahead. And I studied like most healer empath types do. We study trying to figure out what's going on, how we can feel better, how we can make a difference, how we can stop feeling, so jerked around by other people's emotions, and how we can stop feeling so controlled by our own emotions. I spent so much time studying these things, and I was able to help other women. But the problem was I didn't know how I was helping them. I didn't really know what was going on. Now, the science has started to really catch up with what goes on in emotional healing. All those shamanic rituals that I would do, all those energy healing things that I would do, now the science explains it. Now we understand it better. And when I finally got the missing pieces as to why these things work, my life started to change really, really fast. In the course of 9 to 12 months, my whole life changed around. And the things that I had struggled with all my life, boundaries, being authentic, sticking up for myself, repressing my emotions, all of those were able to turn around really, really quick over the course of months, not years. And previously, I can't tell you how many years of my life, I'd spent healing, trying to heal myself. And when the science finally started to back up all these things that I'd studied all of my life, we could figure out how it works. And so now it's not just in my brain. This is how healing works, and it's backed up by science and by metaphysics over and over and over and over. So next week, we're going to be doing a challenge, and this challenge is actually an incubator. It's a little pot of soup where you're going to come in and gently, easily, we're going to start changing those beliefs that keep you stuck in what you think is true, that you're a fuck up, or you're a failure, or you'll never do anything right, or maybe thinking that you're broken, or that you're not understood, or that the world is against you, or that you'll never feel better. Maybe all those things that you think about your health or your wealth or your spirit or your relationships or your family or your home, all of those we can start to rewind and get off your system. We can take the stress off of your system. You no longer have to spend years and years and years and years trying to figure out how to stand up for yourself and working through all the childhood issues that maybe you had, even if they weren't traumatic. There were layers and layers of it. You're able to cut through this stuff very quickly. And because you are, it's important that we start learning how to make these changes now, how to work with our heart, how to work with our nervous system, how to work with our brain, so that we can make the shift from, oh my God, I don't know how to handle any of this, to, well, of course I got this, and this is no big deal. You're supposed to be in your calm, centered place at least 80% of your life. You're only supposed to be anxious about 20% because that's real, real safety fears. The other 80%, you're supposed to feel calm and centered. So For most of my life, I thought I was doomed and trapped by how I felt, by my empathic nature, by my sensitivity, by my traumas, by my issues, by my past. We now know how it works. So I'm going to ask you to join next week. The link's up above in the text. If you could join us next week on this challenge, it's designed to help you make fast progress, to make changes quick, to get this into your system and start shifting how you really feel. Because when we lift one person up, we lift everybody up. When we lift everybody up, we lift ourselves up as well. So that's my friends and I are coming together to help you out, to make this shift, to help you raise the norm, a new baseline of how we can live life, because it's very, very possible. So register, join us, participate, be a part of it. And at the end of the 7 days, we're going to see where you're at. Okay. So I hope you join me. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about doing this, having another one. It's going to be even better than the one before. More speakers, more triads of speakers of different conversations and creative discussions and outside the box thinking. And all you have to do is show up for 20 minutes a day and listen. That's it. Listen and regulate, listen and regulate. And if you do that, you'll make pretty big shifts in your life. I guarantee it. Okay. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And I'll see you tomorrow sometime. Talk to you later. Bye.